Let me into my zone, please don't let me in.
Yeah. Gon' play that. Take you down, I'ma say that. Mine need me a couple dollars. Telling you now this payback. So I take that. Ask him now, we'll say that. I've been
excited. It's all finished. We hope you like it. That's her there.
Wow.
But I know that, so I keep what I'm doing cause I own that. And I stay in the lab and I kill everything, but I don't ever move, I'm a Kodak.
So it's very similar to our two-seater, which you've seen before. And from the front, everything's very similar, but it's longer.
Yeah.
Which means, you know, you can sit further back.
Yeah.
There's heaps of room for future things. So your fuel tanks, there's heaps of room behind your seats for your fuel tanks.
Okay.
There's a bunch of cool things which you'll love, which I think we spoke about when you first came down. But you can get all your spares.
Yep.
Spare tyre in the back.
Yep.
Race tech seats, so you know you're going to be safe with them.
Yeah. Great.
Got the race tech harnesses, which are, you know, I'm sure you've used them before. Comfy as comfy.
Yeah, perfect.
And yeah, now you've just got to get your seating position.
We're not far off. It feels bloody good.
Good.
Yeah, awesome.
And so the roof is the same colour as your car.
I love this like matte grey finish.
Yeah, it came up really good.
Yeah, it looks really tough.
And the bar work we've done in the same as our cage.
Yeah.
Which is like a matte textured finish.
Yeah.
Looks tough. Like you said, it just looks awesome. So.
Wow. Thanks so much.
So now you've got to test it. It's exciting. You've got Cody, I know, coming down today.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've been talking to Cody. We're excited to see the difference.
Side by side, yeah.
I know this is the choice of car for the long off-road events.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I mean, there's a lot of people that are jealous if you've got four-seater. The two-seater, you know, flying off the jumps.
We need to do a think build now. That's the next.
Yep.
Back in my zone now. Back in my zone now.
Marlene can't beat me up cause I'm back in my zone now. Back in my zone now.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone.
So this time next week we'll be up in Queensland ready to race for round 3 of the championship. So this weekend we're just heading out to Greg's joint down in Lara just to do a little bit of testing on the buggy and dial everything in. And we've also got Molly Taylor down there and we're just going to have a bit of a test day and play around.
Top gone red, I made a name for myself. I can't lie, I'm doing well for my age. My dogs said they're praying on my downfall. Well, they just choosing the casket, now they souls in the grave. I'm a star right, gotta bark right, I induce pain.
So here we are down at Greg's farm once again. This is our local test precinct. Getting everything underway, final little things, just a few little tweaks here and there. And next week we'll be in Queensland at Coralbin for the round. It's going to be a very different type of event, quite a different road. We've tried to look at as much video as we possibly can to see where the track goes and what it looks like and how we're going to try and set this up so that we can get the best speed out of the terrain and out of the vehicle for the event. So looking forward to it.
That you knew, now you know.
This is the very first time I've driven this buggy, so I just picked it up yesterday from Brown Davis, and yeah, a bit of a shakedown, and Cody's out here with the Brown Davis buggy that he's racing in, so the plan is to give this a shakedown and then do a bit of race practice and yeah, also see between the two-seater and the four-seater how they stack up.
Man, I say guess again, what's the way I walk into a room and everybody stare? Godfather like presence, everybody know I'm here, stepping right into my office, pouring bourbon on the rocks. Toast to the homies that can never see the light and the haters that
Pardon me in my tone. You can't step to my throne. You ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You ask you where we been, I don't know where to begin, all this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody come past the doctor. I got a 6 inch for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the chains. I got the power, I got the
How are you feeling about next weekend?
I've had a little bit of look at the videos, and it seems to be a bit more like a rally style road, which is that's going to help, you know, in terms of what Cody and I do and where our experience is. It's going to help a lot. So I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully it looks a little bit less rough than the last event as well. So for the co-driver, it makes it a bit easier because we're not getting shaken around as much. So it should be good. It should be awesome.
So we just wrapped up the first day, very first shakedown by RZR, and we had Cody here in the Brown Davis buggy as well, and we just had an awesome day. So good just to get out and drive my car for the very first time. Thankfully everything went really well, and also having Cody here who's hugely experienced and successful in these things, so to have him to learn from as well was really awesome.
What a great day of testing we've had today. Molly came down, we did some tactical work, which was fantastic stuff. Spent a fair bit of time in this, in all sorts of conditions. You can see how muddy it got in the afternoon. We got a lot of rain, so we got a lot of dust and dry, dusty weather, and then the rain came in and got a bit muddy, but we need to be able to work in all conditions, and the last round in Rainbow we saw was dusty and then really muddy, so setup's going really well. A bit more we can do in the morning, so we'll get back to it then. And we've got 7 days to go. This time next week, at this time, we'll actually be finished the race, so hopefully we've done enough work and we'll get the job done.
We've just finished loading the buggy up now, and we're getting ready to head off tonight for the big journey up to Queensland, ready for a race day on Saturday and scrutineering up there on Friday. So we're going to take a slight detour. Cam's just got off the phone with Toby Price, and while we're up here in Queensland, he's offered to give us a tour of his factory. Toby's won the Finke Desert Race a couple of times, and he's also won Dakar twice, and he's also got a heap of memorabilia up at his workshop, so there should be plenty to see. So it's going to be awesome. So we got to know Toby when we installed one of our roll cages on one of his Can-Ams a little while ago, so hopefully when we're up at his workshop we'll be able to spot that as well.
That's my 2019 Dakar winning bike, so I've got to make up another bracket on the wall. Cap 160. So your caps all come up on this instrument here, so that'll tell you your degrees of what way you're heading, and then this side will be your kilometers. So when that's basically in there, your caps kind of line up together.
And then you got to also watch where you're going as well.
Yeah, then you got to watch where you're going. It's like trying to read the newspaper while you're riding a bike. A World Championship helmet. That's another one. That's one I won a World Championship in. That one was my 2017 crash when I broke my femur. Yeah, I broke my neck in that one. Thing that I put the stick through my boot. Yeah, so that was, my foot was down inside it, and that's it. Drove up through the side, in through here, and then basically that thing was wedged up in there. Broke like 2 bones on the outside of my foot. Well, that was like a week out pre-running and testing, and then, but yeah, a week later it lined up and I won the event. So it just scratched up the side of my foot. They were like literally on the edge of just going, oh, it probably needs stitches, probably doesn't. Like when I looked down and saw that, I thought my ankle's cut off. And yeah, that made it a mission. So I was like, wherever it was smooth, I was trying to take my foot off and it was just dangling down and like in the wind. Then foot back on, stand up, and just
still won.
And still won.
Wow.
So yeah, that's a great trophy to have, that one.
Greg, you've done a lap. What do you think?
It's not like anything I've seen before in a race car, so it's definitely off-road. For the co-driver, the trees scare me a little bit because they're pretty close to the side of the track, and a lot of it's quite blind. But it's going to be good. It's going to work well for us, I think. Like, you know, good suspension and a nice, short, quick little car. It's going to be really good.
Unloaded it from this trip up from Melbourne. The boys did a hell of a trip over 2 days just to get up here to southern Queensland. I get in, jump in it and drive it over to scrutineering, and we'll see how we go with that, and we're ready for race day tomorrow. Very important job under the lights at the moment. Matt's adjusting my clutch belt. I'm shining the torch on things. I am the lighting person, so that's mine. Thank you. I need to thank you. That's better now. You right there?
Yep.
Very helpful. Oh, sorry, you're right.
Good morning everybody, welcome to round 3 of the Side-by-Side Australian Championship. Here, a beautiful sunny day in Coralbin in Queensland. We have an awesome track here, purposely built for side-by-sides. Guys, this track is in one word, gnarly. Have a great day and thank you very much for joining us today. Wonderful day today at the Kincrome Side-by-Side Motorsport Australia Championship. We've had some awesome racing. Now to the big one, the turbo class. And in third place, car 636, Simon Evans and Ryan Preston. And in second place, car 614, Zach Marsh and Travis. And in first place, car number 99, Cody Crocker and Greg Fuller. We'll see you next time in a couple of months in Tasmania for the Great Beach Sand Dune Race, which will be absolutely awesome.
I think we've got a very, very happy co-driver today. This is the second one we've had, and we've the second 65mm golden spanner from Kincrome that we've got. So we're pretty ecstatic. It was a bit of a surprise, to be honest. We just kept pushing on to the end and not knowing whether we were in front or not, and to come through and finish with a win. Pretty ecstatic.
This is perfect until that point where you need a 66, but anyway,
65 will do for now.
No, it's just it's been a crazy race, and you can hear my voice. Like there's been so many notes out there, and been talking flat out for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and yeah, I'm pretty done. But it's an amazing result. Thanks.
On to the next one.
In the sand.